Hey guys, welcome back to Easel Does It Studio Paintings. So as you can see, I'm going to attempt another paint pour, but I have been practicing, so this one should hopefully come out much better than my first few. So I have got some titanium white mixed up, and this is the Saks True Flow Heavy Body Acrylic. And then I have the chrome yellow, which is here. So I have the titanium white and the chrome yellow, both in those colors. I also have some black, which is the same brand. And that one is Mars Black. So... and I've just got to put this in a little bit different cup so I can thin it out just a smidge. I thought I was ready, but I'm not. All right. So I'm just going to thin that down just a little bit here. All right, so we've got Mars Black, and then I have got, this one here is the Artist Acrylic in Quinacridone Magenta. So we've got that. And I have got some Ivory Liquid Pour, ready to pour, Deep Turquoise, Tropical Blue, Emerald Green, and I have got this, what is it called? Violet Metallic Purple. So I don't know exactly what colors I'm going to be using yet. We might use all, we might not. I don't really know. So the first thing we've got to do is we've got to get a base coat. This is a 16 by 20 canvas. So I haven't done, other than my very first two, I haven't done a 16 by 20. So, and I just mixed this white up, so it does have some bubbles, but we will, just slowly work them out. So I'm still trying to like figure out, if you have this big of a canvas, how much do you need for a base coat? You know, I'm still learning. So yeah, just kind of bear with me and we will all get there together. And I'm sorry if I sound nasally. I've started with a cold, and I just have been under the weather, but I definitely wanted to do a painting, so we're going to do one. All right. And I've got this little spreader, and I didn't wash it, so I'm hoping nothing runs off, but we are just going to just try to get that to the edges, because I found if you can get your paint as close to the edges as possible, that when you start doing your design, it definitely makes life much easier than trying to get it to go to the edges. So, and this is a brand new brand of canvases that Michaels is carrying. So they're not the gallery wrapped, because I'm like, I need to figure out what I'm doing before I start you know, investing money into the gallery wrapped canvases. But right, so I think we got a good base down. And as you can see, I have my gloves on this time, ahead of time. All right, so let's get some of these pesky bubbles popped. And then I am going to just kind of tilt my canvas to kind of spread out. And I have a couple of different things in my head that I want to do, and I'm like, I don't know which one I want to do yet. So we're just gonna, we'll get it to the other end, and then we'll tip it back just to try and kind of get that paint so it's level. The one problem that I'm finding is if I have too much paint left in the middle and I like my design, then I end up having to stretch it out too much. So I'm gonna try and get my base coat a little bit thinner, and then maybe put a pillow layer around it when I get ready to blow. So, and then we'll just kind of come back to the center. Grab a paper towel. We're gonna pop some more bubbles. So I finally did get my Floetrol in. So I do want to, I'm going to be trying that soon, but I just figured I'd wait until I feel a little bit better, so I can concentrate. Whereas right now I'm like, okay, I don't need my brain to mix water with paint. At least I don't think I do. You know, and we will be popping this again, and hopefully they'll like pop up on their own. So let me see. All right, I think we're gonna start with this emerald green. And so I'm gonna try to do a flower here, here, and here. So I do want a little bit of negative space if possible. So I'm gonna, and all right, so we'll put that there. And then I'm gonna put my magenta and I'm gonna put a little bit of the ivory in just to kind of break up that white. And then we're going to go in with the metallic purple. And I do want a good amount of that. And let me do some of the deep turquoise. All right. Whoa. Okay, now let's see. I'm going to put a little bit more green. All right, so let me torch. All right, and I'm gonna use this heat gun. This is my Let's Resin resin heat gun, but this one works better for this size nozzle. I do have a new blow dryer coming, so that should be here Monday or Tuesday. So hopefully that will make a difference. All right, so let's just see what we can create here. All right. All right, so what I'm seeing right now is I definitely need a little bit more white through these colors. So I'm just gonna put some white in there. And then I'm going to add a little bit of a pillow around. Let's blow that one before we add the pillows to the other. Okay. And I don't like this, so I'm just gonna drag that up and right off. And I'm gonna add just a little bit more. Now, I don't even know if you should be adding more at this point, but I'm still learning and I am trying. So we are gonna go with it. And I dragged my cord through, which is what you don't want to do. So let's just keep blowing here. I'm going to try to fix that. All right. So that's not looking too bad. That one's not too bad either. And then once I stretch it a little bit, so I am going to add a little bit more white through there, and around here. All right, let's go. All right. So let me, I'm going to tilt this a little bit. We're going to come down. See, I'm still trying to learn the consistency of how much paint needs to be where. So I definitely want that to go up over that corner. And then we're going to come back down, come back this way. Down. And I'm using colors that I'm not used to using. It seems like that metallic purple is drying out before my other colors, which is leaving like a dark spot or like an indent. All right, so now I just want to kind of bring it so it starts to come down. It's all right, so that it's done moving. All right, let's get my paper towel here. And I'm going to give that a torch. So I threw some chicken in the oven and I was like, oh, I got time to go down and do one painting. So now we've got this big negative space right here. do I, let's see, and I didn't even end up using any of the yellow. So at this point, I'm probably better off not using the yellow and stick with the colors. So I'm just going to just make a puddle. And okay. Let's see what we can get this to do. All right, let me take my straw. I'm just trying to break up some of the solid lines. Okay, so I'm liking that one. Okay, I'm liking that. Oh, stuck my arm in it. Yeah, you should have seen me the other day when I was doing it with my daughter. I had my whole stomach was on the canvas here. Just like those wispies. right, so I gotta do a little bit more in there, and I think that's gonna be good. Okay. So, let's see. That was too thick. I didn't want to do that. All right. All right, guys, I think excuse me. All right, let's see. I'm just gonna see if it's gonna move anymore or if it's going to looks like it's pretty much gonna stay right there. Just get a little bit of movement because I don't want that paint too thick because I don't want it to crack. All right, so let me give it another torch. And then we will bring it down and all right, so let me just wipe my bottoms here. My sides are all nice and covered. All right, let me take these off and I will bring you down and I'll show you a close-up. All right, so I know there's a wicked glare, but I'm trying to angle my phone so that you don't see the glare. So you can kind of see all the details. So yeah, and that is a different angle. So I'm going to go ahead and get this video up, and on the next one I will show you the finished result of this one once it's dried.